Yo, what's up, man? So, something just rubbed me the wrong way. And I need to go ahead and speak on it again. Just for the simple fact is that this industry calls for a person to go ahead and, because you want to crash out. You really just want to be, you really want to just bring it to a motherfucking boo bop 'em. You know what I'm saying? You really do. You know what I'm saying? You really fucking do. Because you got to look at it from the aspects of these things that I'm about to go ahead and elaborate with you, right? So here goes one, right? As an owner operator, which I am not, all right, I'm not an owner operator, but as a lease purchase owner operator, and just being in the trucking industry as even as a driver, which I am, right? It's some things about this business to whereas it rubs you the wrong way. And let me explain why. So, I just went through a little situation, not with the company. The company has nothing to do with this. And of course, I don't know if y'all even know who I run with, but it's neither here nor there. But not with the company. I found peace with the company. I made peace. I made my peace with the company. It started off rough, you know what I'm saying? But I made my peace with the company. Bam. That's out the window. Now, just for the simple fact is that I experienced this once upon a time. I experienced this once upon a time, right? And this is what I had experienced. As a lease purchaser, right? A couple times, right? Trying to get my foot in the door, which put me in debt, right? These brokers are conning us. Alright, let me just keep it 100. These brokers are conning us. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because you have a bunch of paper pushing motherfuckers that's basically out there just pushing paper. They own telephones, they own the internet, they own the computer, you know what I'm saying? Click, 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 right? You know what I'm saying? Trying to negotiate with shippers to give them a contract so they can move that freight. Right? Now, here you have someone who doesn't even have trucks of his own, of their own, of her own, whoever this broker may be. And some brokers is just basically, which I kind of understand, you working for a broker company, right? But some brokers is basically operating as like dispatchers, but they're making more money because they're getting a bigger percentage. You see what I'm saying? But that's not to go ahead and take from one or the other. My point is this, right? These brokers be on that bullshit because they pushing paper. That's all they doing. They pushing paper. They ain't got near truck. They pushing paper and they asking for A, B, C, D, all the way to motherfucking Z. And if you ain't giving them what they ask for, they gonna find a way to penalize you. They just looking for ways to take more money. Keep it 100. They looking for ways to take more money. They already taking damn near 75 off the top. Matter of fact, they is taking 85 off the top. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna take 90% off the top? Is what I don't get. And that's why all these other trucking companies has been falling. They talking about, oh, it's a shortage on drivers. Nah, nigga, there's no shortage on drivers. The problem is they turn all these motherfucking trucks into motherfucking automatics. That's the problem. The second problem is they got all these foreigners from that's creeping through Canada coming through this motherfucker, working out here in America like as if they own some shit. And these niggas is sitting around here trying to like push their weight. You see what I'm saying? So there's not no shortage of drivers. We got a lot of drivers. What they need to do is they need to go ahead and minimize the freaking abilities of the drivers. Oh, you know how to drive 10 speed? Oh, you know how to drive a 13 speed? Oh, you know how to drive an 18 speed? We want to hire you because that's all we got. Yeah, eliminate all these drivers, which would eliminate that whole goddamn self-driving, lane switching. Now I'm backing into a goddamn dock of a nothing but freaking CPU, camera driving ass self-driving trucks too. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Back to the topic. So here you have these brokers, right, that's only pushing paper, that's taking 95% off the top and leaving the companies who actually own trucks, who have more of an overhead than these brokers do, going into liquidation, going into out of business. You understand me? Going to whereas they don't want to freaking team up with another company to make it, but they teaming up with other companies, or they have to go ahead and sell their companies to bigger companies just so they can go ahead and just walk away with something. You understand me? So I say all that to say, homie, I know you're not putting that on the truck, homie. That bullshit. No, anyway. So my point is, how you gonna be taking 97% off the top? How? And leave these companies with freaking with nothing. Like a company ain't gotta pay high ass fuel. Diesel is high. You see what I'm saying? You almost want to stay out of the West Coast because diesel is so, especially in California, you don't even want to be in California. Diesel in California is like $6.50. You be lucky if you find something for $4.25. You understand me? But my point is that they gotta pay for diesel, they gotta pay for insurance, they gotta pay for that IFTA a year. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay the drivers, they gotta pay their employees to go ahead and even do freaking negotiation work with these punk ass brokers just to go ahead and make a dime. You see what I'm saying? But I guess I'm supposed to be the civil one. I'm supposed to be the one that's, keep it professional. I can't even use the words I want to use, but at the same time, and see, I'm mad. See, my anger is not just my anger. My anger is everybody's anger who don't even express it. It always a black man that's gonna tell you what it is off the top. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, nigga, that's bullshit. Nigga, I'll fuck you up, homeboy. Who you talking to, nigga? Huh? Nigga, run that. Nigga, run it. Because we ain't finna sit up here and play with you. Because we know you fucking us over. So, yeah, we gonna take that. Yeah, I want all that and interest, bitch. Yeah, you see, when you have a person that trying to keep it professional, they gonna keep it professional with you. But when it's like, oh, you on that bullshit, you finna bring all that shit that he had put inside of a steel cage inside of his head, blocked off and dug it 10 feet up underneath the motherfucking ground in his head. All that shit that he's been putting behind him, you finna have him freak around and bust out of all that. And when he busts out of all that, homie, I can't stop it. I'm his brother. I'm his uncle. I'm his dad. I can't stop him. You fucked up. You fucked up. It's you that did it. Now you got this now you got the gorilla up out of him. Cause that's what The motherfucker turned into a goddamn silverback on your motherfucking monkey ass. Now you hollering for, and you bringing up all the bullshit. Like, nigga, you should have thought about that shit when you asked the when you signed the contract. And you turned around and signed a faulty contract with him. And you expect for him to do this, that, and the other? And you signed a faulty contract, not paying the man what he's worth? Knowing he got bills, knowing he got a family? Nigga, he know you got a family. So why not? Why not be civil? Why not be a businessman? Why not go ahead and say, you know what? I don't need 99% of this goddamn load. I'm just gonna take 500. Cause if you say you got access to all these trucks, Mr. Broker, you got access to all these trucks, you got access to putting this shit on the load board, Mr. Broker, you mean to tell me that you and your business can't survive off of $500 per fucking load? Per truck? Let's just say you got access to 20 motherfucking trucks. Do the math to that. You can't survive off of that? You want the cake and the pie and the ice cream, nigga? No wonder why there's so many goddamn homeless people in this world. No wonder why there's so many homeless people in this world. Because of you. It's motherfuckers like you why there's so many homeless people in this world, man. And it just don't make no sense. It don't. I'm gonna tell you what we need. We need to bring back we need to bring back the Teamsters. We need to bring back a truckers union. Because the same people that work inside these shippers, it's just like how truckers are. Because we're one and one. We're like a unit. They got the product, we got the truck. Hell shit, some of them have the trucks and the product. You see what I'm saying? So we need to bring back something to whereas like we can go ahead and throw you off way to the left. To whereas hell shit, you probably only get $50 just to push that piece of paperwork, Mr. Broker. And here's the other thing. You guys have it to whereas you guys can go ahead and put certain shit inside of a book so we can't see what kind of mischievousness that you guys are doing. When we go ahead and say, hey, they faulty, y'all go ahead and put us in a whole nother book so y'all can go ahead and discredit this fucking trucking company. What kind of shit is that? Like you ain't the main motherfucking reason. Huh? When shit don't go your way, Mr. Broker, you sit around here and put motherfuckers in these little books and try to go ahead and get and pan all these other motherfuckers to help push your narrative to whereas motherfuckers, we can't even get paid. So what kind of shit is that? And then you want us to go ahead and still want to do business with you happily. Just go ahead and just act like, oh, he ain't do that. Nah, he ain't just do that. Well, we know he did it, but we just gotta accept it because he just do it. That's just what they can do. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta accept it. So it's just almost like saying, fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck everything you thought about, fuck raising your kids, fuck all that shit. You gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do, motherfucker, because I tell you to do the shit. So fuck you and go do that shit because I said go do it. That's the vibe that we hear it. That's the vibe that we see it. That's like the lane you trying to have us in. And you not expecting one of us to just go the fuck off on you? And hell shit. One. I said one. You know how many owner operators is out there that's ready to go ahead and just, man, they got way more shit to lose. They got way more shit to lose. They think about them kids. They think about their wife. They think about their property. They think about all that. Think about that one owner operator who just gave up everything just to try to make his business work. So he gave up the house just to get the truck. because he was already going through a divorce. His kids is already grown. You see what I'm saying? He still got 3 years on child support. You see what I'm saying? So he's trying to go ahead and make a living just to go ahead and keep himself up to float so he can get his back. But you, Mr. Broker, is trying to go ahead and stick everything you can possibly stick up this man's ass and tell him go fuck himself while he's at it. I'm gonna come talk to you. See, my point is, if you guys ain't got the point already, my point is that brokers are doing way too much. Brokers, you're doing too much. I don't care what you think about me. You can think whatever the fuck you want to think about me. But I'm that truck driver that he's purchasing. I'm that truck driver that used to tell whatever dispatcher I have, nah, tell that motherfucker to give me more money or he can have this shit back. And I will only take that load. The dispatcher, tell your punk ass. Tell that motherfucker I'm only taking this load because it's somewhere that I actually want to go. I want to go ahead and get to this state so I can probably go home. I want to get to this state so I can see my woman. And I'm going to turn around and do a 34 just so I can say, man, at least I had some time to spend with somebody who loves me. Because out here in this world, nobody loves me. These motherfuckers is trying to fuck me over. And every time I talk to my lady, she tells me, that's just how business is. It's going to be okay, but it's not hurting you. You don't need to work. Come home. You don't need to work. Like, nah, I do need to work. That's just the shit that I gotta go through with these motherfuckers to get the money. They want to go ahead and make it 10 times harder. As if it's not hard enough. As if we don't already have taxes. Multiple taxes. As if them kids ain't asking for shit. Not the kind of shit that's come up out the corn Julio, but I like to buy stuff, nice stuff. A nice place to rest my head. Some nice gizmos and gadgets around the house. Some shit I can probably go hunting with. I like the stuff too. I like shit too. You know? A business that's supposed to be soothing and relaxing at the same time because you get to see nice, beautiful stuff when you come to these nice places that's in the middle of nowhere. And sometimes you have all the solidarity just on that road, just cruising. You get a piece from that. But just to get to that point, I gotta deal with the scandalous, the crookedness, and the mischievous work of the broker that's robbing me. And he ain't just robbing me, he robbing the people that works with me. He's robbing the people that family. I'm talking about my family of business family. We treat each other like family. We respect each other. Because if they going through shit, I'm going through shit. It's gonna put it's a ripple effect. You give somebody in my family a hard time by trying to put them through trials and tribulations, which means it's putting me through trials and tribulations, because the same trials and tribulations you put her through, I gotta go ahead and try to check in with these people, and they like, nah, that's not it. That's not it. And you putting them through trials and tribulations because they gotta sit around here and go ahead and deny a motherfucker because some shit don't look right on paper in front of them, because it's their policy that they gotta go by in order to go ahead and let this truck go on by to get the right material. We're all family in this right here, Mr. Broker. But you want to be you are the black sheep. You are the one that's becoming a fucking nuisance in everybody's ass. But we supposed to be, oh, Mr. Broker, please, 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 please. You don't know. You don't know. Really would. But you don't know. But you know what, Mr. Broker? I'm about to get loaded right now. So, I've been sitting here for a minute, and it's just so funny that I gotta sit around for 2 hours. Y'all thought I was gonna leave this part out, huh? It's funny that I gotta sit around here for 2 hours not getting paid. And on the second hour, I can start getting paid. Now, who is that coming from? You, Mr. Broker, or the company, the shipper? You think about that.